Hello everyone. So after pausing the series for a while, I decided to come back. So this time I will build a client. So for the AI to work on, like create a platform for AI to work. So the idea is to build an Flutter app, and have a AI assistant to navigate around to do the home dialysis tasks like uh, in treatment in treatment in treatment blood pressure and in treatment blood pressure inventory management for home dialysis patient, and some basic knowledge, connect everything together like a online space to collect all the information together with AI. So let's get started. So what I have here is an Android screen emulator. I am trying to debugging the app, but it look like it not work on my old Android device, which is an OnePlus OnePlus phone. So let's see why it not work. It's a installing, so if when I done showing the app, if I get to show the app on my mobile, I will show you what it does and what it can do, what it does, and like what is my future direction. So basically, it's like my app, but packet it into a portable app that everyone can use. Like I have my old system before that have an AI connect with knowledge base and can collect the latest blood test result, analyze the blood test result, and analyze the treatment efficiency. So instead of like try to show everyone how to do it, I will package it into an app, because like there are a lot of writing for the task to like input the in section blood pressure and like section information that the patient will need to use every day. So I think it is also a chance for me to learn about on-device AI app. I don't know what is happening here. So look like it will turn off the USB debugging automatic if I quit this screen. Why I seem to can't install the app? Yeah, I think the Android version too old for this. Like it might only suitable for Android 16 and above. My device is like Android 12 or something. Yeah. I will test it. I will test it here. So this is my app. This is my app. So basically it will have four main functions. The first function is like the treatment information, because like usually for dialysis patient we usually have a note for tracking the blood pressure during dialysis and like the information about dialysis, like what is your pre-dialysis weight, what is your goal of water taking out, and UFR, like what is the rate of taking out the waste, and the blood pressure at the beginning of the section. And then during section we have like 3 times collecting the blood pressure to monitor if the blood pressure drop during the dialysis. If it drop during dialysis, it will be very dangerous for the patient, so we need to monitor it consistently 3 times during the whole section. And we also monitor, like there are also some information like blood flow, like how fast is the blood moving through the machine. And for fistula patient, it will have like venous pressure and arterial pressure. If it's too high, then the blood might clot it somewhere, or there's some problem with the connection. So it will be consistently monitored throughout the section. And after the post-dialysis, both treatment information like weight, blood pressure, and pulse, and duration, how long did you do the dialysis, what is the dialysis taken now, and what is the total water taken out, and blood process, how much blood have been passed through the filter, like because like for filter for dialysis is like taking the blood from the body and then moving it outside and filter it through a filter. The filter will stop the waste and the water from blood that will have to clean the body. During the filter process, the blood will move out, so if there are any air in the whole circuit, the blood will clot, or like if you run dialysis section for too long, it will clog the circuit. So usually they will use like aspirin or completely remove the air in the circuit to make sure the dialysis section can finish with the targeted time, which is usually like 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours, and 3 or 4 times a week. So the blood process is like each time the blood pass through the filter, it will take out a little of the waste. So you need to pass the blood through the filter many times. That is how much blood need to pass through. So the blood process is like how much blood has been passed through the filter, given the blood flow of 350 ml per minute. So 4 hours is around 85 or 90 liters. And the second, and I also include like blood test. So for dialysis patient, they will have a monthly blood test to monitor for things that can be filtered, that cannot be filtered through the machine effectively. Like there are potassium, it needs to be monitored because it can, for dialysis patient, it can very easy be like overshoot, and it will cause like heart problem. Potassium and phosphate is also one of the tracking metric. So where's the phosphate here? So for every biomarker, when you click the potassium, it will create a chart. So usually I enter it by creating an CSV file and create an CSV file and input to the database. But what I want is to have a chatbot that can like input everything to the database. So usually I have a tool and create a CSV file, but I want to create an app that can input the blood test result, or ask like about the section efficient, or some like monitoring information without like, because like if you have your own chatbot, what you usually do is copy the information from one source to another and ask add the chatbot for the advice, or like for add the question to the chatbot. So what I want to do is have a place where all the information are available and integrate an AI to it. Like for example, in this example, I use a simple AI that when I ask about summary my last section, my goal is for the AI to activate the tool used and query the latest information about my last section. and answer it for me, and do a simple analytic like observation, do a simple analytics observation, and just showing it like a way to navigate input, and like it, the AI in this part is only like a tool to add information, query information, and show it, nothing else. Like it's the way of showing the information. I'm not intend to making it to be a professional healthcare advisors or anything. Just a tool to help managing the daily task of the home hemodialysis station. And I can ask question like what are my latest test result? Yeah, you show my latest blood test result. Potassium, creatinine. Potassium is 2.8, which is hemoglobin level. That's it. And it an idea is like working like the Amazon root foods AI assistant, so it can just have like only like new conversation and a past conversation like this. You cannot continue the conversation, just you can just view it and clear the history. And next task is about the inventory task. It like, because like for home dialysis patient, we need to manage the inventory. Like for each section, we will consume an amount of medical device, so we need to track it to call for an order, because the current order system is like we can only order like one time a month, and it's very troublesome if you missing the order, like because you are not tracking the every inventory. You are not tracking the inventory of every system, of every item well enough, then it would causing any trouble. So yeah, it's important to have a tracking system. So what I have here is like a tracking system of what I will consume for each dialysis section. After each section in the after I end a section in this treatment tab, it will automatically deduct the quantity of the inventory in this tab. So for example, after I done one section, it will remove one cartridge, one dialysis, and one saline. And we can also like edit the number if like you accidentally use more item that is not blended, like you actually use more cartridge because you actually use more cartridge because you got clot in the system, or like there's bubble and the machine got some problem, you can just -1 here. Yeah. you can minus 1 here like this. See, you can edit it without any problem. And you can also lock the event, like you need to use many items at once, or you need to change the count, or because I usually have a problem with the pack, so I usually add the packs changing date to it for it to track. One pack can use for like transaction, and I can also have like a list of previous delivery here. And the next section is about the fitness. What I want to do is like have a everyday monitoring. Like I buy a wristband like Google Fitbit Air that released like last week, and what I want is to use the basic information like sleeping information, resting, heart rate information, and activity level to try to find information on the research paper or some research paper, or like anything that any project about like managing the disease. And the goal is to help me in learn more about managing the disease, like for people with chronic disease. We are having a limited amount of like energies every day, and it can be affected by any of the outside in the world environment, like could be the weather, could be the weather, or like the sleeping hour last night, or like the level of activity yesterday. So what I do is like try to track everything, find the pattern, and automate it, or avoid automated tasks that are repeated, and try to schedule around the pattern, my own pattern, instead of like just feeling and guess. I want to have an exact number. That's why I want to have a tab for monitoring my health, and I will try to analyze the data and try to find a pattern from it. And the next step is the knowledge base. Basically, what I did here is like a custom context for my chatbot, like emergent basic information. How do I like to communicate, and like how do I like to communicate, and some basic information like what is my disease called, how is my setup, that any information that will help to do the analysis of the treatment and the monthly blood test. For example, if for normal person, if EGFA is very low like this, creatinine is super high like this for normal person, for normal chatbot it will flag it, but if it know the context, if it have more context about the patient, like what is my disease, what stage of it, and what stage of it, then it can have more context for a deeper analysis. So yeah, that is about the basic information about the app. What I'm doing now is like trying to make the AI more usable. Like in the current version, the AI can only answer a few questions like what is my next delivery, and I want it to be able to tune, use, and perform on the app through API. So currently I have, like right now I have everything is on API, but I need to convert it to a tune form format so the AI can use it. So let's see how can we do it. So here is my see, like wait. Let's see what do I have here. So it will have like treatment stream, and linking up, create and tool use or API for this. It needs to be able to start a section, know if there are a section that is ongoing, and input the section information or like add the rigging to it. And it needs to be able to get the section information, right? So it needs to be like this. And it also needs to be able to input the blood test and analyze the screen. I don't have a screenshot of the analysis here, so this tool will be removed because not needed, not one of function. Inventories also need to be interactable. Knowledge base is also needed, like I need it to be able to summary the new knowledge file and like get the context from me, like answer question when I add the context to the knowledge file. So we need this, we will need tool like chart information by time range, by day range, last month, last week, last 3 weeks. Export the information through PDF, which or CSV file, and what else? Can control extreme using words choice. For example, for treatment stream, user can say 61 kilos today. I want to take out 2 liters in 4 hours. My blood pressure is 120 over 70 and 89. I want to use aspirin today and more people AI extract the command and view the form. User just to start. For the during treatment screen, at my first reading, BB 117 over 89 and 90. EF 350 BB 217 AP 109. I need to extract and review the form. As for following up question to fill more text box. If there are missing information, the comment for the post-treatment blood filter 90 BB 120 over 89 and 109. And my weight now is 15. As follows. Fill the text box and ask if you want to finish fraction. because the most information I'm doing for this stream is like blood pressure, so need to be able to add this result from the format like let's like what do you call the copy and paste? Reflex. Matches. Yes. Need to know what is the factors. diet advice from knowledge. So I think that's it for today information. It kind of late now, so we'll be back in the future. Like I think I will stream more people recognize this work. Hello. How long have I streamed?